Hello, I'm Logic Bunny, and come with me down the rabbit hole of knowledge. All right, let's get started. Hey, what's up, Brainiacs? Ready to have your mind blown? Because today, we're diving headfirst into the world of mind games, puzzles, and riddles that are designed to make your brain, well, explode with awesome. Seriously, ever wish you could just think faster, solve problems like a superhero, and totally crush it at trivia night? Yeah, me too. We all want to be smarter, right? We want that feeling of, aha, I got it. And let's be honest, we all want to impress our friends with our mental superpowers. But here's the thing. Getting smarter isn't just about memorizing a bunch of facts. It's about training your brain to think in new ways. It's about developing critical thinking, boosting your creativity, and becoming a problem-solving ninja. Think of it like this. Your brain is a muscle, and we're about to give it a serious workout. In this video, we're going to explore a whole bunch of different puzzles, riddles, and mental exercises. Each one is designed to target a different part of your brain. From logic and reasoning to pattern recognition and creative thinking. We're talking everything from classic riddles that have stumped people for centuries to brain teasers that'll make you question everything you thought you knew. To puzzles that will challenge your assumptions and force you to think outside the box. So, get ready to stretch those mental muscles. This isn't just entertainment. It's a workout for your brain. And trust me, the results are going to be seriously rewarding. Let's explore this together. All right, let's dive into the first chapter. Ever feel like you're stuck? Like there's a mental block preventing you from seeing the solution, from figuring things out? Maybe you feel intellectually limited, like you just can't grasp certain concepts, or that you're not as smart as you want to be. Well, I'm here to tell you that you're not alone, and more importantly, that feeling is totally beatable. Because guess what? You already possess incredible problem-solving abilities. We all do. It's hardwired into our very being. So, how does this brain magic actually work? Let's take a quick peek behind the curtain. Think of your brain like a superpowered computer. You've got different parts, each with its own special job. The frontal lobe, that's your executive control center, the one that plans and makes decisions. The parietal lobe helps you process information from your senses, like where things are in space. And then you've got the occipital lobe, which is all about vision, and the temporal lobe, which deals with memory and language. When you're solving a puzzle or a riddle, all these parts of your brain are working together like a well-oiled machine. They're communicating, sharing information, and trying to find the best solution to show you how amazing your brain is. Let's try something fun. Ready? Take a look at this asterisk here. The narrator pauses as if waiting for the audience. Then he continues. Asterisk, did you see it? Your brain in an instant made assumptions, filled in gaps, and created a reality based on limited information. That's the power of your brain at work. It's constantly adapting, learning, and finding patterns. Now, let's try a quick riddle. I'll give you a few seconds to solve it. Ready? I have cities, but no houses, forests, but no trees, and water, but no fish. What am I? Asterisk. The narrator pauses for a moment, as if giving the audience time to think. Then he continues. Asterisk, the answer, by the way, is a map. Did you get it? If you did, awesome. If not, don't worry about it. The goal isn't to be perfect. It's to practice. Because here's the secret. The more you challenge your brain, the better it gets. Consistent mental exercise, like solving puzzles and riddles, can actually improve your cognitive functions. It's like going to the gym for your brain. You strengthen your memory, improve your focus, and boost your critical thinking skills. So, next time you're faced with a challenge, whether it's in school, at work, or just in everyday life, you'll be better equipped to navigate it. You'll be less likely to feel stuck and more likely to find the solution. That's the power of mental training. Let's explore this together. All right, let's sharpen those detective skills. Admit it, we all want to be seen as clever, as insightful. We want to be the ones who can figure things out when everyone else is clueless. We want to be the Sherlock Holmes of our own lives, piecing together the clues and cracking the case. Well, the good news is you can. And you don't even need a deerstalker hat. What you need is the power of deductive reasoning. It's a fancy term for a super effective way of thinking. It's all about starting with observations, forming hypotheses, testing those hypotheses, and then drawing a conclusion. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine this. You wake up one morning and your car won't start. What do? Well, first you observe. You listen to the engine. Does it make a clicking sound? Does it turn over at all? Then you form a hypothesis. Maybe the battery is dead, or maybe the starter is broken. Next, you test your hypothesis. You might try jump-starting the car or checking the battery terminals. Finally, you draw a conclusion. If jump-starting works, the battery was the problem. If not, you know you need to investigate further. See deductive reasoning in action now. Let's put those skills to the test. Asterisk here. The narrator pauses as if waiting for the audience. Then he continues. Asterisk, did you catch the clues? The key to solving any mystery is observation. You need to pay attention to the details, even the ones that seem insignificant at first. Now, I'm going to give you a case, a very quick one. Here it is. A man is found dead in a room. The only things in the room are a table, a chair, and a puddle of water. The door is locked from the inside. How did he die? Think about it. What are the clues? What can you deduce? Post your answers in the comments below. The most logical and creative answer will receive a shout-out in the next video. Remember, the more you practice, the better you'll become at deductive reasoning. It's a skill that's useful in all areas of life, from solving problems at work to understanding complex information. As Sherlock Holmes himself said, observe, observe, observe. Pay attention to the world around you. Question everything, and you'll be amazed at what you can discover. Let's explore this together. All right, let's talk about patterns. We all crave order. We want to see the world as a place where things make sense, where there's a rhyme and reason to everything. We want to find patterns in the chaos, to feel in control, even when things seem random. And that's where pattern recognition comes in. It's the ability to identify recurring elements, relationships, and structures within a set of data or information. It's a fundamental cognitive skill that's essential for problem solving, decision making, and even understanding complex systems. Think about it. When you see someone's face, you instantly recognize it, even if you haven't seen them in years. That's pattern recognition at work. Your brain has learned to recognize the unique combination of features that make up that person's face. Pattern recognition is also crucial in science, art, and even everyday life. Scientists use it to identify trends in data. Artists use it to create visual harmony. And you use it every day to make sense of the world around you. Let's test your pattern finding skills. Asterisk here. The narrator pauses, as if waiting for the audience. Then he continues, asterisk, did you see the pattern? The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Now, let's try a number sequence puzzle. See if you can figure out the next number in the sequence. 2, 4, 8, 16, ... What single quotes? S the rule. And what comes? Next, asterisk, the narrator pauses, as if giving the audience time to think. Then he continues, asterisk, the answer, by the way, is 32. The rule is that each number is multiplied by 2. Pattern recognition is a skill that can be honed with practice. You can train your brain to be better at spotting patterns by looking for them in arts, music, or even everyday data, like stock prices or weather patterns. The more you practice, the more you'll see the world in a new light. You'll start to notice connections and relationships that you never saw before. And that, my friends, is a superpower. Let's explore this together. All right, let's talk about the sneaky ways our brains can trick us. We all hate being wrong. We hate making mistakes. We want to believe we're rational, logical thinkers who always make the right choices. But the truth is, our brains are wired in ways that can lead us astray. They can fool us, and they can lead us to make decisions that aren't always the best. That's where cognitive biases come in. Cognitive biases are systematic patterns of deviation from norm or rationality in judgment. They're essentially mental shortcuts that our brains take to make decisions quickly. While these shortcuts can be helpful in some situations, they can also lead us to make errors in judgment and to see the world in a distorted way. Let's look at a couple of examples. Confirmation bias is the tendency to seek out and interpret information that confirms our existing beliefs, while ignoring information that contradicts them. The availability heuristic is when we make decisions based on information that is readily available to us, often because it's vivid or recent, even if it's not the most accurate or relevant. Here's an example. Asterisk here. The narrator pauses as if waiting for the audience. Then he continues. Asterisk, see how easy it is to be misled? Confirmation bias. The tendency to favor information that confirms existing beliefs is a powerful force. Now, let's try another one. Imagine you're trying to decide whether to invest in a new company. You read a glowing article about the company's potential, and you're instantly excited. You ignore the negative reviews and the warnings from financial experts. You're experiencing confirmation bias. Or imagine you read about a plane crash. You might become more afraid of flying. The availability heuristic is at play. Can you think of a time when you've been influenced by a cognitive bias? Share your experiences in the comments below. So, how do you overcome these biases? The first step is awareness. Recognize that these biases exist and that they can influence your thinking. Then, actively seek out different perspectives. Challenge your own assumptions and always be willing to question your own beliefs. By doing so, you'll become a more critical thinker and a more objective problem solver. It's a journey, but it's one that's well worth taking. Let's explore this together. All right, let's look ahead. We all want to be ready for whatever the future holds. We want to be able to adapt to change, to thrive in a world that's constantly evolving. We want to be prepared to tackle the challenges that lie ahead. And that's where the magic of puzzles really shines. The skills you develop through puzzles, critical thinking, creativity, problem solving, are the exact same skills you need to succeed in a rapidly changing world. Think about it. In science and technology, you need to be able to analyze complex data, identify patterns, and develop innovative solutions. In art and design, you need to think outside the box to see the world from new perspectives and to create something unique. In business, you need to be able to make smart decisions, to anticipate challenges, and to lead others. These are all skills that are honed through puzzle solving. When you solve a puzzle, you're not just exercising your brain, you're building the foundation for a successful future. Asterisk here. The narrator pauses as if waiting for the audience. Then he continues. Asterisk, what are your dreams? What do you want to achieve? How do you think puzzle-solving skills can help you get there? Share your career aspirations in the comments below. Let's inspire each other, so keep challenging your brain, keep exploring, keep learning. View learning as an ongoing adventure, a journey of discovery. Because the more you learn, the more you grow, and the more prepared you'll be for whatever the future holds. As Albert Einstein once said, important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop challenging your mind. Let's explore this together. All right, let's wrap things up. So, we've journeyed through the fascinating world of mind games, puzzles, and riddles. We've explored the inner workings of your brain, learned how to think like a detective, discovered the power of pattern recognition, and even learned how to outsmart those sneaky cognitive biases. Remember, the key takeaways from this video. Puzzles isn't just about entertainment, it's about building essential cognitive skills that will benefit you in all areas of your life. It's about developing critical thinking, boosting your creativity, and becoming a problem-solving powerhouse. And the best part, learning should be fun. It should be rewarding. So keep seeking out new challenges. Keep practicing your mental skills. The more you challenge your brain, the more you'll grow. So what's next? Well, keep the adventure going. Keep exploring. Keep learning. If you're looking for more puzzles and brain training fun, check out the links in the description below. We've compiled a list of websites and apps that can help you take your mental skills to the next level. And finally, we want to hear from you. What are your favorite puzzles? What are your best brain training tips? Share them in the comments below. Let's build a community of brainiacs who love to learn and grow together. Don't forget to subscribe for more engaging content. We'll be back with more mind-blowing explorations of the world around us. Until next time, keep those mental muscles flexed. Let's explore this together.